A shout out to our podcast sponsor, sportsponsorship.co.uk. If you or your business are interested in making a real difference to the Scottish game, supporting hundreds of kids into regular football, get in touch with sportsponsorship.co.uk and they'll find the right fit for your brand. Hello, and welcome to Tinpot on Tour, our Friday episodes. My name is Tom. I'm your host, and this is episode 9 of this mini-series. Joined, as always, by Matthew.
Hello.
On his brand new laptop, and Andrew, who's just catching the last few minutes of Hibernian versus Rangers.
Hello.
Coming up in episode 9, it is a quick preview of the upcoming fixtures this weekend. Andrew, Matt, and I have picked one each to review. Then we're going to have a quick discussion about Celtic, Brendan Rodgers, Desmond, all these things based on the news this week. And then we'll have a quiz lined up at the end, as always. So that's what to expect from the next wee while. Brief catch up with you fellas. What's been happening in your world, Matthew? I think there's been major news. I mean, laptop aside, there's been the Game Boy delivered from China, I believe, as well.
Correct. I've had a mixed week. The washing machine's fucked. Just started pissing at water. I think I maybe said that before, but I haven't got it fixed yet. But we're going to probably get a new one. And then the toilet seat broke, so disappointing.
How did that happen?
No,
I don't know, the wee sticky bits just sort of came off, and then now it just moves really badly. So need to get a new toilet seat, otherwise I'll fall in the toilet. But on a positive note, got a new laptop, and the games thing arrived. Pretty good. Obviously, I've been screwed by like markups from a fancy website, so it is a real thing. I could have got it cheaper. I didn't. We'll move on. We play enough of it to make it worth our money. I've currently played Crash Team Racing and Premier Manager 2003, 2004.
Oh, 03, 04 as well. Old squads. Who have you got on in the manager game?
Well, I went Arsenal, and then I had to stop after precisely 2 minutes of gameplay where I managed to look at the squad and press continue, and then a child came, and I had to deal with that. So
A child came through and told you the toilet seat was broken.
That's it. So I might get some gameplay in the evening when I'm lying in bed, but then I also might fall asleep, so I don't know when I'll play it, but we'll find time. But it's here, and it's real. And it has 40,000 games, although a lot of them are questionable. I've never heard of them, like Japanese games or whatever. But there is some good games in there. FIFA Street 2.
FIFA Street?
Yeah. Pez.
Unbelievable.
One of the Pez's, but it was quite slow.
Do you get PlayStation games, like old PlayStation 1 games on it?
That's right, mate. Name one, and I'll tell you what's on it.
WrestleMania?
Yeah, loads of wrestling games. Loads of random like managerial games like David O'Leary Manager 2001. I've never heard of this game. Well, yeah, I'm going to have to play that. Like David Beckham Soccer and like all this sort of shit.
Superb, man. Sounds epic.
It's pretty cool.
Could be
If you're going to get it off Temu. Don't get it off fucking Retro Snap. You're a bunch of cheaters, liars. It's like, we have warehouses in the UK. And it's like it took 2 weeks and it came from Hong Kong. So you tell me what that means, eh?
You got it in the end, though. That was it.
I did. It is real. And
How big is the screen on it?
not very big. Maybe like this big.
So like smaller than your mobile phone screen?
Yeah, no, it's bigger than your phone screen. It's like a Game Boy, maybe.
Game Boy.
But it's confusing because the buttons
Okay.
are like X, Y, A, and B.
Oh.
So like Xbox vibe.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm a PlayStation man, so I'm like trying to like do like, what the fuck's going
I'd
on?
find that tricky, yeah.
But it's cool because you've
They're
got
in
like
the same
toggles.
positions though, surely.
I don't know. You've got toggles and you've got like little things at the back for flickers as well. So it's pretty sick.
Well, you
I'll
need to
bring-
get it onto the pod at some point just to give us a swatch.
Yeah.
Watch
I'll
you.
bring it to the next get together, the next soiree.
Lovely.
Other than that, I was at the Scotland women's game yesterday at East End Park with my daughter, her first game. She enjoyed it. It was a really good game. Scotland women looking pretty.
Thriller, yeah.
Yeah, they're really good attacking. Like they played some really nice football. I think they deserve to win, or at least draw the game. Switzerland scored a couple of really good goals, but Scotland women looked really good.
Saw the goal from McGovern. Was it McGovern? From that,
the first
that long
one, yeah.
ball from Weir. It was a brilliant goal.
Great goal. So we got to see 2 goals before we left, about 75 minutes, which is a decent fare. It was nice to cheer and stuff. She enjoyed
Any
that.
stadium scran?
No, just a Capri Sun and a Pepsi Max. Wouldn't give them any more of my money. So,
Yeah, evil pars. Good stuff.
Yeah,
Glad she
good
enjoyed
stuff.
it. Yeah, good game for her to see her first one. What's
Nice to get
what's
goals,
happening with you, Andrew? What's going on?
Had a bit of the old man flu, mate. And yeah, just took in the Rangers game there. Superb. What a change. So yeah, really enjoyed that. A bit of a scrappy game in the end, but these are the kind of games we would have suffered. So no, I really enjoyed that. But yeah, apart from that, nothing exciting. Nothing like Matthew. I was going to go to the Scotland game. I think Matthew's having a pee. Just now. Sorry about that, listeners. But yeah, I was going to go to the Scotland game, but I was just not feeling up to it last night. So I was, but. Tell you what, Danilo's dad is a fucking vibe, man. Like,
Yeah, he's brilliant, isn't he?
he's
on with the
cracks me
flag.
up. Yeah, big time. He's the one that's going to revive us. Like, forget the Danny Roll chance. Like, let's get Danilo's dad chance on the go. He's some guy. But anyway, yeah, sorry. Just very excited because we've kept a clean sheet away, and that's not happened in 25 games or something like that. So I'll take
Yeah,
that.
not quite as good as Russell Martin's performance against Hibs. That was a 2-0 win, but Danny Rowe, I mean, it's only his third game in, so give him time, and he might improve to Russell's
that's
standards.
true. Yeah, he might get a bit better, catch up
Might get
with
there.
Big Russ, but yeah, I mean Russell broke a lot of records at Rangers as well, so
Only lost one game, did he not, in the league?
Yeah,
yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Keep on that
he was-
record, you'll only lose like 5 games all season.
yeah, no, he was great. I miss him actually. He should have given him a bit more time. So, but hey, these things happen in football, don't they?
they do.
I think we can all agree that we'll discuss it later. Managing an old firm club is all about the vibes. Like it's all about the vibes. It's all tactical nonsense. No, the vibes. You have to be a vibes man. End of story.
Have to be a vibe man.
I agree.
And Andrew's a vibes man.
Exactly. Vibes men succeed when you have the most money.
Vibes man. I'm sorry, I'm not taking that serious.
Please, it's in the dictionary. You have the most money, the best players. You need to just get the fans on board and get the vibes going, the good vibes, the happy times.
Yeah,
Done. Look what happened
yeah.
to Celtic tonight. They got a vibes man, and this guy is a fucking maniac. Like, he talks absolute shite. He's a vibes man. He's
Yeah,
a vibes man.
exactly.
Strachan
Yeah.
was a vibes manager as well. He did well.
Vibes man. And vibes man. Brendan, a bit of a vibes man, but he had a good team at the beginning. It turned out he was a freak. So there you go.
Freaking the sheets.
Yeah, that's what happens, eh?
You've
Going so
segued
far.
it fantastically. It's time now to discuss Celtic, Desmond, Rodgers, everything that's happened this week. So, the news came on Monday evening, was it?
Unreal, man. I was in my bed,
Yeah.
man. What the
Yeah,
fuck
Monday-
are you doing
Monday-
racist statements like that? I was sleeping.
Monday evening, late on, the news came that Brendan Rodgers had apparently resigned. Wasn't a sacking. He did choose to walk, apparently, and you can read into that what you will, as to whether or not he had a gun to his head to do that or not. We're not going to read the full statement from Desmond out, but I'll give you just a few quotes, a few snippets, just in case you haven't read that. I'm sure most people have, but yeah, a couple of quotes. So, unfortunately, his conduct, speaking about Rodgers, and communication in recent months have not reflected that trust. When he was talking about Brendan and the contract that he was supposedly offered, he said he would need time to think about it and revert, yet in subsequent press conferences, Brendan implied that the club had made no commitment to offer him a contract. That was simply untrue. Every player signed and every player sold during his tenure was done so with Brendan's full knowledge, approval and endorsement. Any insinuation otherwise is absolutely false. Despite ample opportunity, he was unable to identify a single instance where the club had obstructed or failed to support him. The facts did not match his public narrative. And finally, regrettably, his words and actions since then have been divisive, misleading and self-serving. They have contributed to a toxic atmosphere around the club and fueled hostility towards members of the executive team and the board. Some of the abuse directed at them and their families has been entirely unwarranted and unacceptable. So that, for me anyway, I don't know what you boys think, is the most out there or direct statement from a director towards a manager when they've resigned that I've ever seen. It really got everyone talking, didn't it? Across the whole of the UK sport.
Why can't they have a go back, you know? And Why must they stay silent while the manager gets interviewed every second day and can say whatever he wants without any sort of pushback? You know, fair play to DD, double D, big double D there getting his fucking.
Your new favourite double D.
That's it, mate. No, the VPN. That's the only double D I'll be. I mean, clearly Rodgers was out for himself, trying to protect his own reputation, and he's been called out for his absolute nonsense. And look what's happened tonight. The vibes man comes in, and Celtic steamrolled to victory over the best footballing team in the league, Falkirk. So good on Celtic.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's for me frightening how Rodgers has managed to last this long without being called out by someone before, because he just smacks of arrogance. Seems like a massive narcissist. The quotes that you hear from players that he's managed before about, you know, it's all memes, but Gucci belt, the fact he goes into the dressing room and starts speaking Spanish when no one in the dressing room speaks Spanish. His thing with the envelopes, I don't know if you remember that when he was at Liverpool. Fergie used to do the envelope at the start of the season and there'd be no name on it, and at the end he'd reveal there's no name on this envelope because I knew none of you were going to let me down. He actually wrote Raheem Sterling's name and had to reveal it, apparently. He fell out with him numerous times, and his comments were was it Jane Lewis as well? Said good girl to her, and he somehow got away with that one. And even tonight, before the game, the Celtic fans are outside Parkhead chanting "sack the board," and they're all still massive lovers of Brodge, as they call him. I've no idea how he's gotten away with this.
Neither do I. I've absolutely no idea. I've been saying it for months. Feel like I've been in some sort of fucking echo chamber. Like anytime you speak to a Celtic fan, they're completely in some sort of weird fucking trance with Rodgers. You know, I understand that he brought them success, you know, previously, but you know, everything that Desmond said in that statement, I struggle to argue with it. You know, if you're looking at it objectively, why would Celtic all of a sudden change their signing procedures to then disclude the manager? You know, that would be incredibly, that would be an incredible change. And the thing is as well, you know, he's whinging, oh, I've not got the players I want, not got the players I want. Mate, you signed 2 players for £20 million, you know, last season that were absolute pish, you know, like, and one of them still is pish, you know, so it's ridiculous, you know, that all he just changes his tune when it suits him. And I mean, Alan Brazil was saying away today that he's off to Saudi apparently. So maybe that's what he was pushing for. Maybe that's where, you know, the biggest sort of population of Gucci belts is kind of held. But
I was going to say that suits him down at the ground there. Saudi.
It does,
How can like there be any belief that he wouldn't be involved? He's like Brendan Rodgers. He's one of the most successful managers the Celtic have had. Why would he be excluded? Like you said, he's like the main man. Seriously, how are you? Oh, you're like, oh yeah, that's fine. Just don't bother us. Obviously, he's involved.
Well,
he's like, if there was some inexperienced manager.
Why wouldn't he walk sooner? Why wouldn't he walk sooner? Like, that's the thing. He walked after the Hearts game
because he was scared.
Exactly. He walked after the Hearts game because he shat the bed and he thought, well, there is a chance of me losing the league here. You know, and that would be my legacy. But at the moment, I've got all the Celtic fans buying. You know, so if I leave now, this is the best time for me to fuck off. You know, it may look like I'm throwing my toys out the pram to some of them, but in fact, it doesn't really look like that to most of them.
No, you don't think it was a gun to head situation? Like, you know, you can either walk or we'll sack you.
I don't think so. I genuinely don't think so. And the reason for that is that the comments have been coming thick and fast for months and months and months and months. And I don't think that... I do think there was a couple of digs after the game on the weekend there, but I don't think it was anything severe enough to take it over the edge or be the final straw that broke the camel's back. So I think that it would be really interesting if he lines up into an opportunity very, very quickly, because if he does, then obviously there's a clear ulterior motive there. But I don't know. We'll wait and see with that one. But at the end of the day, at the start of this season, he never looked like he wanted to be there. Like, he never looked like he wanted to be there. Even before the window had fucking shut, he didn't look like he wanted to be there. He was coming out with the excuses. So, yeah, I struggle to understand how you could be going against Desmond. I mean, Desmond saved the club. You know, he's been a mainstay there. There's not many clubs that have got, somebody who has been an absolute mainstay and such a heavy influence in that board, and they have been successful over that period of time as well. It's a long period of time, and to turn on now him, but obviously the board under, it is ludicrous. Like, it's absolutely mental. And then you have obviously a result tonight with Louis Walsh in charge, and then it's it's a case of if they win this weekend, then do you not start to then wake up and think, who was the problem?
Suddenly the players are playing at their skin, banging in 4 goals. Could have been much more than that. Well, so what? They've suddenly just turned into good players because Martin O'Neill had one training session with them where he just played a game of 7-a-side, the way it goes with Martin O'Neill, I think, and then just made them pick their own team, I think.
Rodgers was attacking the players. Rodgers was saying the players weren't good enough. Rodgers was saying he didn't have the players that he wanted there in that squad. Rodgers was going with the Honda Civic shit. So ultimately, the mood in that dressing room must have been pretty fucking low. And then to get someone in like not Louis Walsh, Martin O'Neill, then it's a massive lift. He's a legend, and then you've got Maloney, who's understandably maybe not had the best CV as a manager, but as a coach, he's been Belgium, etc. He's a decent pedigree there. So the balance of the two is actually, but I think a really good appointment in the interim, certainly.
Yeah, I was going to come on to that. I think we can all agree it is a good appointment, but you can't really make a bad interim appointment with that group of players, I don't think, personally, for a game against Falkirk. Obviously, the Celtic game is much, much bigger, but any one of us three, joking aside, could probably go into that Celtic dressing room before a game against Falkirk with the squad they've got compared to the Falkirk team. John McGlynn's really smart, don't get me wrong, but that team almost just let them train themselves for the week and line themselves up. Get McGregor to say, right, this is how we're playing. It's not a hard job to do to get them going.
Yeah, let's go and have some fun, lads. Yeah, let's just fucking run about wild and pass the ball. And I think clearly the manager was making them fucking miserable.
I think you're right. I think that's exactly probably what's been said. Just go and enjoy the game. They're a far more superior team. They have a far more superior squad. The thing is, they've only had a very short dip. If that dip had lasted a bit longer, perhaps then it would be a bit harder to pick the heads up. But they had a dip with Hearts. That was the worst sort of dip of the season. If you're forgetting the whole Kairat thing, which to be honest, even if they got in the Champions League, it would have been pretty difficult anyway. So put that aside. But domestically, the Hearts game was the big blow. But they've bounced back from that, and they've had the right man to make them bounce back from that. So,
O'Neill's had no time with the players, has he? He came in...
Doesn't need it.
It was announced on...
He was bloody on Talksport on Monday afternoon, slagging them off. And
exactly.
That's why they...
So that's my point. You don't need that time. Nah. O'Neill's done hee-haw. The interim appointment didn't really matter.
The title's back on after Hearts dropping points. Say it's fucking back on, son. It'll be Celtic will be in the lead by Christmas, man. I'm going back on my stuff I said like 2 days ago.
No. You both said Hearts were winning the league.
I'm going to say Rangers will win the league, mate. There you go.
I'm not going to jinx that. Definitely.
I'm going to take a roll of the dice on that, mate.
Oh, I like what you did there. But no, Celtic. I think they'll make an appointment fairly quickly. I think
it can't be Ange.
What are we thinking? Is it all eggs in the Ange basket? You think?
No, Ange is a broken man. He's not the same Ange that came before. He's been destroyed by England. You can just tell. Like he's got some problems now. He's no longer a vibes man. He's a something to proves man. And that's never good to be a something to proves man.
Yeah,
because you've got some sort of. It's not arrogance, but it's I'm going to prove everyone wrong vibes that now that he's going to be bringing. He's going to be bringing that bitterness vibe. You don't need that.
Yeah.
You need a happy-go-lucky vibes, man. So I'm thinking it could
Martin O'Neill?
No. Decent for maybe the season. I don't like the names. None of the names are inspiring to me. Craig Bellamy, Kieran McKenna. Who else was it that was touted?
Robbie Keane as well.
Because he's bloody Irish. Because he's Irish.
I think he's at Fenish Faros or something like that.
Well, are they in the Irish second division, mate? Are they? No heard of them, son.
Got the right colours for it. I don't know. I think it will be Ange, but I agree with you. I do agree with you. I think now he's got a bit of a coke habit.
It can
and
only
stuff
end
like
badly
that,
for him. Like it can't get any better than it had before at Celtic. Like for Ange.
No, I think so. I do think it'll be a much tougher gig for him now. The landscape's completely different, and everyone knows how Ange plays now as well. So it's not too much of a
the way
shock or
football's going. They
surprise.
need to get a long ball vibesman. So I'm thinking
Long
Tony
ball,
Pulis.
aye.
He's still kicking about. He could come in.
Give me a long ball vibesman. What the fuck are you talking about?
Tony
Well,
Pulis
football's
is,
changed now. It's about long ball, long throws. So you need someone
but
who's
not when you're
podcaster.
dominating 60-70% of possession in a game. Like, it's totally...
Arsenal love a long
And you
throw.
don't have a big guy up top.
Andrew do a great job there again. So when he came into Celtic the first time, he came in on the back of Lennon and Kennedy making a tit of it and Gerrard winning the league.
Yeah.
Came in with that pretty a struggling squad, instantly bought players that they then sold for profit, and he's going to come in and have no window for the next couple of months, and apparently the board don't spend money in January, so you might still have this squad till the end of the season. But he did some people say a bad job at Spurs, but he won them the Europa League, and I write off his time at Forest completely. I don't look into that whatsoever. I just don't see why you would. He's working for a lunatic.
Never go back, Tom. Never go back. You know whenever you go on a walk.
Well, Brendan came back and did a pretty good job.
Did he?
Well, now
Never
you
got
look at what he's left, has he? That's the thing. This is the most toxic the Celtic support have been.
Did he win 5 trophies out of 6 or four trophies out of 6 when he came back?
I'm not saying he's a bad manager, but I'm just saying.
I think he is a bad manager,
I
but
think
I'm saying I think he did a good, reasonable job when he came back. Struggy sins don't come back.
What was
Martin
the gap
O'Neill's
like?
come back and he's done well.
The gap 3-4 years. He was at Leicester 3-4 seasons maybe. It just seems like Postecoglou was there yesterday. It seems too soon to go back. It seems like not enough's happened. I think.
I just think you only know so much. Obviously there could be a strange kind of left field appointment, especially if you look at how they appointed Ange. He kind of came out of nowhere. So you just never know. But for me,
Muscat.
if I was to put,
I was going to say, give it Slippy or Muscat, please, it'd be so good.
That
Stephen
would be
Robinson.
fucking hilarious. No, not Stephen Robinson. Don't touch him. But yeah, if I had to put money on it, I would say Ange is coming back. I know it's an easy kind of easy bet, but I reckon it's written in the
Well, we
stars.
all thought he was coming back at the end of next season. We thought Rodgers would get till the end of the season maybe, and that's when he was coming back in.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
And it's just good timing, I think, the fact that he's just been chucked out of Forest a couple of weeks back, and now Celtic need a gaffer.
What other options from Ange's perspective? What other options is he going to get now? He's been at 2 Premier League clubs. Who you could look through the glass of he's been a failure at both. I know he won the Europa League, but for many clubs will look at that as not a success. Spurs were 17th or whatever. You lost near 10 games on the trot at Forest. So I don't think he's going straight back in at the Prem. I think he's fucked that now. So to get back to that level, I think Celtic's a good stepping stone again. It's tried and tested stepping stone for him as well. So I think it would be.
I think people sometimes managers have their levels as well, don't they? Ange has managed at international level, which is pretty good, pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
Managed abroad in Asia, and then he's come over here. And at Celtic, the level of ego is nowhere near the likes of a Premier League footballer in a Spurs dressing room. And to them, his name and his background, they probably felt above him in certain ways. I've not been in that dressing room. I can't say with certainty that that's what's happened. I agree. But I think he's struggled to control that dressing room in the second season when things have gone bad. See, the first season, he actually did really quite well with Spurs. Started off really well, tapered towards the end, but did all right. Then things have gone bad the second season. Managed to get them up for the cup games, but week in, week out against your Wolves and your West Ham, I just don't think he can control that dressing room. Whereas he's going to come back into Celtic and be top dog again and control those players, players without that ego. I think he's suited to that level.
Definitely comes back to
he
what
could
Matthew
get a
was saying
foreign
about
job.
the vibes, man. That's it.
Vibes, man.
I don't know. I'm saying he could bring the
right.
negative vibes, man. If he's the same Ange, is he the same Ange though?
But
Is he
he's the
happy-go-lucky
ultimate
Ange?
vibes man, isn't he? Like, because he was the one that like never even bothered turning up to do any of the actual work. He just sort of did a little bit here and there.
Like
and...
Gavin Strachan, give him the job. He's still survived. He's still there, is he not? Kicking about manager after manager.
He must be, yeah. He must
John
be.
Kennedy walked the plank, and Big Gav like, I'm not going anywhere. Please don't make me resign. He's like,
I think that's a wise thing, is to get Kennedy out as well. He's been there for 29 years. He's obviously a good servant to the club. They do like him. He was a bad manager standalone when he was sort of caretaker. But I think you do need to sort of wipe the slate clean there, don't you? Bring in your full new backroom team, whoever.
Shame Lenny's already in a job there. He'd been in the interim team. Like,
Oh, that would have been great.
Go down the Barry Ferguson route and just get Lenny, but then 4 other proper Celtic men, like your Brunes and I don't know who else, like Maloney
Petrov.
or whatever. Petrov. Basically get that
Yeah.
03 team back.
Yeah, that'd be
Gaff.
great. I wouldn't mind that. But
Banner.
I think the real winner
Yeah.
here in all this though is Mr. S. Presley, who's still in a job at Dundee. Outlasted both of the old firm. It's unbelievable. This guy
unbelievable.
Got the scalps of them
honestly.
both.
got the
He
scalps
has,
of
yeah.
both, and he
has.
is fighting a losing battle. Perhaps, I don't know. Dundee or Dundee.
Honestly, I think there'll be
I was
another
looking at
sacking
the-
before Presley.
I think so. Jimmy Dean?
Yeah.
Did they win tonight?
Immediately. Yeah, very.
He was under pressure, but they got a win. They're like 3 points off. Oh God, sorry, third. Just bang. Oh, notepad. Apologies. Don't worry, the tech's still going.
So unpredictable this season in the league, isn't it? So excluding Hearts, at the, well, you could include them, I suppose, in a way. So Hearts tonight have drawn with St Mirren. St Mirren got beat 3-1 by United at the weekend. United then a few weeks ago got beat by Livingston.
Yeah.
Did they?
Dundee have beaten Celtic and drawn with Rangers. No, sorry, we drew with Livy.
Who will yeah.
You're basically so what I'm saying is, like, look at that. You're 9 points in 11th spot for Dundee, and then 15 points for Rangers in third. 6 points separating Europa League spots from relegation playoffs. It's so unpredictable. Anyone's beating anyone. It's really exciting.
It is, yeah. I think things will second half of the season start to sort of settle down, you know, as we're kind of used to, but Hearts will be in that mix, you know. But I do think that Rangers and Celtic will get stronger as the season goes on, and there won't be as many drop points against you know, everyone else. But yeah, I'm just really intrigued to see how Hearts go. It was good that they managed to get a result tonight. I know it wasn't a win, but I mean they were fighting back to get that point. It's an important point. So as long as they keep picking up points, and it depends who comes in at Celtic. You know, Martin O'Neill is an instant impact, but you know, if someone comes in that you need to bleed in a bit of an ethos or whatever, then you know potentially they might drop a couple of points before they move forward. But let's see. If it's Ange, I reckon they'll just pick up and run.
Yeah, I think so. It'd be an instant impact, in my opinion, as well. And yeah, like you said about Hearts tonight against St Mirren, just keeping that L column with a big fat 0 is important. So the point is important too, but mentality-wise, just remaining unbeaten through 10 games is big. So well done to them.
Absolutely.
Indeed. Right, on to our weekend predictions then. So we're recording this on Wednesday the 29th. The episode's going to drop on Friday the 31st, the spooky Halloween. So we are reviewing fixtures that are taking place on Saturday and Sunday. And I think our resident championship expert, Matthew, has switched up and gone up to the Premiership, unlike the Rovers, who will always remain down there. You've chosen Livy v Hibs, Matt, for your preview, haven't you?
I have, yeah, and I might be previewing a future championship side in Livingston, who are rooted to the bottom of the league. One win all season, which was against fellow promoted side Falkirk. They seem to have Falkirk's number after beating them 3 times last season. It's worrying for Livingston. Everyone uses that sort of argument they're hard to play against. Well, clearly they're not when they've only won 1 game all season. we all tipped them to sort of survive and Falkirk to be languishing near the bottom of the table. But it seems to be that Falkirk have been getting results that you would maybe think Livingston could get. So it is worrying. Obviously, Martindale's there to stay. I don't think no matter if they get relegated or not, he's sort of the man to lead that club forward. But it's time to start winning. Because eventually, but unfortunately for them, I can't see it today on Saturday. Hibs were unlucky today against Rangers. I thought Rangers deserved to win, but Hibs had the chance to get a point with that missed penalty. And they also battered Aberdeen, although it was only 2-1. They really could have scored more. So Hibs have got a lot of good attacking options. I think they'll be too strong for Livy ultimately, and Livy will continue to struggle. I think it will be 2-0 to Hibs.
2-0 Hibs.
Yeah,
I was
2-0.
quite unimpressed, or I have been so far this season with Hibs, to be fair. I thought that after getting kicked out of Europe and having a clear calendar, I thought they'd kick on a bit more. But yeah,
I think he's just trying to get his strongest team. They've got a lot of options on the bench. You know, Yuan, Boyle, some other guys.
Hoylett.
That's it, mate. Abita and the midfielder who came on the first half today.
That Clodgy boy's looking good for them, though.
Yeah.
He started scoring a couple of goals.
This guy, everyone's like, play Bowie. He's scored like 1 goal, and then everyone's like, Bowie should be playing. He's not. He's doing all right, but he needs to get some goals. That's what you judge a striker on.
He's terrible. Like
Come
tonight,
on,
he got tapped in the chest, and he acted as if he'd been shot from like fucking 50 yards by a sniper. Like he was ridiculous. Like that was the best thing he did all night. He was pish, absolutely rubbish.
I think people know how to defend against him, eh?
Yeah, he's too predictable. Like he's way too predictable. He had a good start to the season with that kind of wonder goal, but let's be fair, he's done nothing since then.
Harsh, but I disagree. But he does need to start finding the net a bit more. And just think of the days in the beverage park banging them in Kirkcaldy. That'll maybe get his heart pounding again, you know, and his brain ticking. But it wouldn't have been in the summer because they take the goals down in the summer, so I don't know what to tell you.
Maybe that's what the problem is. Yeah,
that's what it was. Anyway, yeah, 2-0 Hibs, and that's that.
2-0 to the Hibs. I'll pop that down on my little spreadsheet here, and we can get an update on that on Tuesday's episode. Right, moving down the leagues then, away from the Premiership to the Championship, and we don't have the El Clasico or the El Sacchio in the Championship, but we do have the ex-Celtico, as Ayr take on Dunfermline, Bruni against Lenny, and it's Andrew reviewing this one for us. How are you seeing that game playing out, Mr. Gilt?
it's an interesting one because looking at the last 4 games, they have drawn the same amount, they've lost the same amount, and they've won the same amount. 2 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. So similar kind of form. Yeah, not going to be much in this one, I don't think. But I do feel that Dunfermline will bounce back into decent form again. So I'm going to go with an away win of 0-1 to Dunfermline.
0-1 to the Pars. Good stuff. Okie dokie, and finally I am looking at a League One clash. It's 1st versus 6th, and it's Stenhousemuir versus Queen of the South. 5 points separating those two teams. Stenny probably feel quite lucky to be sitting in first place because Cali and Hamilton have both had points deductions. Otherwise, I think Cali would be a wee bit clear and Hamilton would be a point behind them. But however, Stenny are in really good form. They've only lost 2 league matches, Alloa on the opening day and then Hamilton away just about a month ago now. They've proved sort of really solid at the back. They're not scoring that many goals, but only conceding 8 in the first 11 is why they've got 21 points on the board. The goals have been spread out quite a bit as well. I think they've got 5 between each of their strikers in all competitions, and then 2 of their wingers in Ewan O'Reilly and Ross Taylor. They've got a similar amount each. So yeah, the goals are coming from all over the place. Queens, on the other hand, have had a sort of much more stop-start beginning to their 4th consecutive season now in League One. They've won 5 games and lost 5 in their opening 11 matches. Weirdly though, I mean, they're 6th in the table, but they have scored more than Stenny, so their issue is clearly shipping goals. They've lost 15 in their first 11 games. But I think Queens, in my lifetime anyway, they've always been a sort of championship team, or back when it was Division 1. And it's only recently that they've had this dive down into down into League One, and yeah, they're struggling to get back in. I know they finished third last year and got papped out in the playoffs, but it's a team I'd like to see back in the Championship personally. But I just don't think going into this game that they're going to have enough. I think Stenny's defence, especially at home, is going to be too good. They'll probably keep them out. I'm going to go for a Stenny 1-0 win. It's going to be very, very tight. Not many chances at either end, but Stenny will prevail and get the 3 points. There's you have it.
And that's in League One, mate, is it?
That's what I said, did I not?
Yep, not like the League Cup or the Challenge Cup or...
All right, okay, yeah. How long are you going to hold that one over me for? A few episodes. Oh, I should have said before the start of the predictions there has been a prize offered up by one of our sponsors, by Nooch. The prize of 12 potato brioche buns. That's the buns that he uses for his burgers that Matthew was banging on about. He's offered them up as a prize. Whoever is top of the leaderboard for the predictions come Christmas will receive some bread or potato rolls, as they're called. I think.
Come on.
Yeah.
Please be me. I want
generous.
Rolls.
Don't mind that.
Thank you, Nooch.
Thank you, Nooch. That's incredible.
I'm going to put loads of bacon on those rolls. Yummy, yum, yum.
Dirty dog.
Distasteful. Distasteful.
Surely you mean tofurkey, no?
That's right. I was confused there by the
I'm
two.
just going to put some lettuce on mine, I think.
Yeah, just lettuce and maybe a bit of like ice or something.
Yeah, that's distasteful, Matthew. Come on, have some respect.
Very distasteful.
Apologise to Rich and all the fellow vegans, even Russell Martin, if you're out there listening.
Sure.
Head to Nooch if you're still welcome in Scotland. I don't think you are, mate. But
Yeah, he's welcome for me.
he is Scottish, to be fair. Come on.
He is, yeah. What a boy.
Is it?
Right, on to our quiz then. We've just mentioned Nooch. They are the sponsors of this round. And it's another team. It's the exact same setup as our Tuesday episode. So you guys might be bored of that format, but you did well. You got the victory against the house, against the quizmaster. So we're going to try that again. It's a game of Tenable. And you're teaming up here to tell me the last 10 winners of the Golden Boot in the Scottish Premiership.
Fucking Golden Boot.
So there are 10 names here, and it spans back to the 2015-16 season. In one season, it was shared, so you need to name both those players, and wherever a player is named twice, it only counts once.
Right. Is it just the Premiership, sorry?
Just the Premiership, yeah. The Golden Boot winner from the Premiership, the last 10 seasons.
Okay, so let's work our way back, Andrew, if we can. Last season it was...
Cyril Dessers, wasn't it?
Was it?
I thought you got more than Shankland. Could be wrong.
Shankland was nowhere near, I don't think. He was miles off
Go
it.
for it, Andrew, mate. Your boy.
The old Desserino.
Correct, yep. 18 goals for Cyril.
And you don't like the top goal scorer in the league. You're a fan of his. What's that about there? So before that, was Shankland on fire the season before that then?
I think so. I think it was him the season before, off the top of my head. Can't think of anyone that would have came kind of close. I think he had a really good season for Hearts then. So
maybe Kyogo. Was Kyogo not really good the season before last?
He was like injured like half of it. I think so.
Was he?
I think so. Go Shankland.
Okay,
Shankland is correct, and it was. You're doing this in order as well. 23-24, Shankland 24 goals.
So then Kyogo before that then? Or...
That's correct, yep. Kyogo, 27 goals the season before.
Thank you for taking that.
I'm just trying to,
Did you say over what span of time it was?
10 years.
The last 10 seasons from 2015-16 to now.
So now we're on 2021, 22, is that right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think who was.
So that was
who played for Celtic then?
Kyogo.
I will help slightly. This season was the one that was shared between two players.
This season, okay, the 21 season.
Not that you need to do it in order, but he seemed to be.
Who was
moving
at
that way.
Rangers in that season? Was Morelos still there? Was that the season after they won the league?
I don't think Morelos got a golden boot then. He did, I'm sure, earlier than that. I'm confident he did earlier than that, but I don't think he did in that season. Maybe we go with Morelos because we're not having to do it in order.
Morelos is correct, yep. 18-19 season, he got 18 goals and won the Golden Boot.
It won't be this season, but Edward will have been one of the seasons.
Edward is correct, yep. He is actually 2 seasons back-to-back, 1920 and 2021.
Is that...
So his name only counts once.
2 points.
No.
Dembele, was he at Celtic? And when was he at Celtic? He got a few goals now.
I don't think he was top scorer.
Dembele.
Maybe he was though. I mean, he was.
What about Scott Sinclair? Did he get top goal scorer? Or did he not? I'm sure he scored a lot of goals for Celtic.
Yeah.
Scott Sinclair.
Yeah, maybe.
You've got 5 of them so far. 5 more to get.
Right, we're talking 10 years here, so it's quite a long time. I mean,
He was going somewhere with that thought, and then he's given up.
I'm sure that I could be wrong. That you're gonna laugh at this because I probably is wrong, but I'm sure that when Boydie was fat and went back to Kilmarnock, he got the Golden Boot one season.
That's too far away, is it not? I think.
I think
When
it
was
was
he
with
retired?
it. I don't know. I think
go
it
for
was
it, mate.
within the last 10 years, wasn't it? Maybe. I reckon it was maybe about 8 years ago or something like that.
Wasn't like a really
But
terrible
yes.
Kelly team, I'm sure.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I think it was before Clark came in, so Clark was.
Yeah,
Brophy was
maybe.
quite good under Clark.
Yeah, true, maybe. So we had Dessers, we've got Shankland,
Kyogo.
Kyogo,
Edward and Morelos.
Edward, and
Those are the
Morelos.
5.
Yeah, let's take a punt on a
So
good
how many
Celtic
is that?
player.
That's 6 then, because Edward was 2 seasons, so we've got 4 to go.
No, you've got 5 to go.
Oh yes, we've got 5 to go. then. Okay.
So you've got the season of 21-22 where it was shared between 2 players, and then you've got 17-18, 16-17, and 15-16.
Let's see Liam Boyce for one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Liam Boyce
he scored
locked in.
a lot of goals. Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct, yep. 16-17 for County, got 23 goals.
Good shout.
Clutch pick from Matthew.
Thanks.
As I see the Wikipedia reflection in his eyes.
Never. Take that
Never,
back,
apart
son.
from that one time that you confessed to cheating.
Not on the podcast.
Struggling with this 21-22. I can't actually think of who came before Kyogo. I'm guessing it was a Celtic player, but I can't think of any.
What about Rangers players?
Nah, I don't think we were. I don't think so. Anyway, I could be wrong. I would be really kicking myself. But the only striker we really had
Was that Ange's
was
first season at
horrific,
Celtic?
was Morelos.
What about Ryan Kent?
No, definitely
You
not.
get seasons where it's like really low scoring, like 15.
It was 13
16.
goals in season 21-22
Yeah, exactly.
That's low, isn't it?
that
Yeah.
shared the Golden Boot. Yeah, 2 players.
It's pathetic.
Right, maybe
really.
we just forget that. So, well, we have
Who
to
was the
go
winger
quite
that was
far
really good
back.
for Celtic? What's the winger's name that was really good? Jota.
No, he wasn't a Golden Boot. I'm telling you now. He definitely
13
wasn't
goals is
Golden Boot.
nothing, man. You scored a few hat tricks in a row. You've got 12 goals.
Yeah, to be fair. Okay, right. Let's go for it. Let's go
Yeah,
for it.
Jota.
Jota is incorrect.
God's sake, Andrew.
That's first of 2 lives that you can lose gone.
Let's
only
say
got one more.
fucking Scott Sinclair.
Okay.
No, you don't. Say something, Andrew, man. You're the fucking SPL man.
Well,
I'm a championship man. Brian Graham. Every season.
right. So we've got 24.
You're writing all the seasons down.
Well, because so I can think about when. Well, because Matthew's like, oh, it's too far back. We're like Chris Boyd. I'm like, well, what? When is it then? Like, so we've covered everything apart from 21.
So you've got
22
24-25 is
that's
Dessers,
recent.
23-24 Shanklin, 22-23 is Kyogo. You're missing 2 from 21-22. Then you've got 2020 and 2021. Those 2 seasons back to back was Edward. Then 18-19 was Morelos. And then you've
Right.
missed out 17-18. That's still to get. 16-17 was Boyce, and then you're missing 15-16. So you've got 4
What about
names to
Martin
get.
Boyle? I'm sure he scored a lot of goals for Hibs one season, Martin Boyle.
Right, Matthew, we're focusing on 15-16.
That's going to be
Well,
Dembele or
15,
Scott Sinclair.
16, 17, 18, and 21,
22.
22.
Yep.
Those
There's
are the
2
two
in that
seasons
season.
we're working at. So, who did you just say?
Scott Sinclair, Dembele, Martin Boyle.
Dembele wasn't kicking about and doing anything around about those
Doing
seasons.
anything in 1946.
So it can't have been him. Boyle likewise.
I'm sure Boyle could have been one of the guys who scored 13 goals like that season.
Let's go for it then. Martin Boyle.
Wrong.
Oh, what are you going? Why did you go?
2 lives gone.
Right, Chris Boyd.
Chris Boyd is correct. Yep, 17-18. He scored
shut
18
up.
goals.
Mate.
Scott Sinclair.
Is that locked in?
Yeah, fuck it.
I don't think that's a good one.
We've already lost, have we not?
Is it? If you get this wrong, you have. But I'm asking, is that locked in?
15-16. Are we saying Scott Sinclair was the top goal scorer? Because he wasn't in 21-22.
Well, Lee Griffiths.
I would go with that. Yeah.
Locked in.
I'm sure he scored a shitload of goals for Celtic.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
is that
go for
locked
it.
in?
Yeah, locked in.
Okay. Correct. Lee Griffiths got 31 goals in 15-16. So
Good
now you're
shout,
only
mate.
missing the 2 from 21-22. You've got no
It
more
wasn't
lives to lose.
It wasn't Martin Boyle.
I can't even guess.
Who was good for Celtic that season? Was it Ange's first season? No, it was the Neil Lennon season. No, was it?
No, I think it was the first Ange season. was
21,
it not?
22, 22, 23, Ange, 23, 24. Yeah, so it would have been Ange. So you had like
Right, so we've already had Kyogo, so that it's not him.
who did he have kicking about that he still played? Like
Who?
maybe Matt
Who was
O'Reilly.
that? Nah, I think he would be in Max.
Oh, he's got a smelly face on.
Oh,
Go Matt O'Reilly. Just say it.
No, I just saw a funny tweet. That's why I had the smile.
Nah, actually, I think he came in. He was really good the second season under Ange. Like that's when he scored a lot of his goals.
I think Matt Riley must only be poking about 10 goals, so you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think he came in like maybe halfway through. It's pretty good. He's on loan, I think. for the
Who
first
who
half
were the
of season.
strikers then for Celtic? So you had Kyogo. Who was backup then?
I'll try and help out again. One of the players in this out of these two is an Old Firm player. One of them is non-Old Firm, if that helps.
Oh, great! That helps nothing. Think of a Rangers player. You said Old Firm, so it's gonna be a Rangers
Who?
player.
No,
It's not necessarily a Rangers.
no,
Put Ryan Kent.
because Rangers would have been Morelos, Roof, or Defoe probably
Kent.
at that time.
It's only 13
No.
goals. Come on.
Nah, Kent didn't score 13 goals.
What about
No.
James
What about-
Tavernier? Oh, James Tavernier, Andrew. James Tavernier. Big Tab, man. Tab was banging them in. 13's nothing for Tab. I'm sure he scored that in bloody.
I think his Europa League record was good, but I don't think he was ever contending for Golden Boot. If I could be wrong, I think he was contending for Golden Boot in the Europa League, but I don't think he was domestically.
Aaron Ramsey.
Aaron Ramsey. Just trying to think of Celtic strikers. I'm convinced that it's not a Rangers striker, but I can't, or forward or something. I think it was too early for Maeda to be there. Who else did they have? So they
Simon
before
Murray.
Ida, who did they have before then?
Simon Murray.
Oh, maybe.
Just say Simon Murray. Lock it in. I'm fed up with this now. Simon Murray.
Okay. All right.
Simon Murray locked in is incorrect. You have lost the quiz. Quizmaster rules. House is victorious.
Tell me it wasn't James Tavernier.
Wasn't James Tavernier. It was our Celtic man.
Giakoumakis
Oh, was a Celtic man.
Georgios Giakoumakis.
Oh, Giakoumakis.
was almost
And
there.
the non-Old Firm player that you needed
Don't
was
tell me, give me a clue.
Ross County.
Ross County. Jordan White.
Nope.
Oh,
Wasn't Billy
Simon
Mackay
Murray?
either.
21,
Wasn't Simon Murray.
22.
Had a double-barreled surname.
Oh,
Sausage
Charles
and
Cook.
mash.
Reagan Charles Cook. Well done. Yes.
We would never have got that in a million
No,
years.
I wouldn't
Andrew.
have got that. I wouldn't have got that.
Hey, the game's a game.
Charles Cook.
Reagan
Fuck,
Charles
isn't the guy who
Cook.
does holidays, no? That's Thomas Cook.
He had a great
Hey.
season. I remember him having a good season, but I didn't realise he was joint Golden Boot.
Don't you think 13
you
is
go.
pathetic for a winner of a Golden Boot like in the top league?
It's
13
impressive for
goals.
Charles Cook. I think he was a winger or something, wasn't
He plays. Is it Motherwell now? Is he not? Is that
Motherwell
him?
now, yeah.
Yeah.
He's got 8 caps for Granada.
Nice, mate.
Was an Arsenal youth player back in his
he?
day.
Nada.
Giakoumakis
Anyway.
and Charles Cook, 13 goals. Get a grip.
That's
Anyway.
Tinpot on Tour episode 9 run way over because of that extended quiz.
But
yeah, we'll be back again on Tuesday. And until then, thanks so much for listening. Drop us a like, a follow, a comment, a share, hit the bell. Anything to say before we go, gents?
Like,
just
follow,
13
subscribe,
goals is a disgrace, man. 13 goals is shocking. 13 goals. What kind of season was this, man? What was happening here?
I
think
concur.
the worst seasons in the history of the league. 13 goals.
Trying to end this fucking episode, mate. Jesus Christ. Goodbye.
Bye.